And I want you to know everything that happened with Mr. Tenderism and the Destination Barbecue is 100% your fault, social media's fault, and this app's fault. Everything was fine until the black folk found out that he didn't own that barbecue restaurant and he had a white slave master behind him forcing him to do everything. I bet you that relationship with them was just damn fine, but y'all could not stand that that wasn't his restaurant and all the shit that Keith Lee, you destroyed that. You destroyed it. And you want to act like, oh, this white man's going to steal it. They've been stealing all of our inventions for years. They've been stealing everything from us for years. Just because somebody may know how to do something, they also may not know how to go about doing it. Okay, so if that was an equal partnership, y'all ruined it. You ruined it based on race. That man probably left on his own. Mr. Tenderism, y'all got under his skin. He thought, oh yeah, I'm going to go get my own. I'm going to go do my own. Let's see if y'all support him now. Let's see if you show up for that old man and buy his stuff, crowdfund for him, GoFundMe's for that man to make his own restaurant. Because I guarantee you won't, because there's no racism in it for you. Y'all did this to that old man, and possibly a great friendship that him and that Destination Smokehouse owner had. So go support him now.
And get busy. Booyah! I love everybody supporting me. Let me tell y'all something. It's a blessing. It don't nothing happen. Hey, I ain't driving no more. He is. I'm in the passenger seat.
Come on, let him know.
He don't make no mistake. He on the main line.
Call him up.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all doing good. Right now tensions are rising and black Americans are responding to this growing backlash from white communities over black people's support for Mr. Tenderism and the Smokehouse Destination movement. And I decided to make this video because we have discussions and we have voices from the black community breaking down what unity really means and why it's making others uncomfortable. Many people are calling out the surrounding black unity, questioning why the collective progress and economic empowerment are seen as a threat. So guys, is this about misunderstanding, insecurity, or something deeper rooted in history? So guys, let's dive into the reactions, the truth behind the movement, and the unapologetic stance of a community choosing to stand together. So guys, expect real talk, bold perspective, and unfiltered reactions. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content that challenges narratives and sparks conversation. Let's get into the clips. I'll be back.
So what black man broke your heart? Or were you born a racist? Because I don't know why you have a platform, because every single video you have, you're being racist towards the black community. You know something? I hope that black people in your state see this. And I hope that they confront you. Honestly. You're saying stuff on social media that you would not say to a black person in person because you know what the consequences would be. Well, you're sitting up in your white castle doing your white jobs with your white life. Let me just tell you something. This racism that's going on in America is going to end. You're going to go back into the shadows where you belong. The only reason that people like you are on social media or speaking out, you speak out to you, is because of Donald Trump. Because he's the grand dragon of y'all. Plain and simple. Let me tell you a story. A person like yourself, okay, came over and called a black woman the N-word. That gentleman lived in the same state that she did. You know what she did? She came over and showed up at his house and threatened to tell his wife that he was on Grindr, a gay.
Go on over there and do it, because that's what y'all encouraged. That's what you encouraged him to do. Take y'all's asses over there and give that man some money. We'll see the truth. Y'all won't support him because there ain't shit in it for you no more.
This white woman got the nerve to scold at us and point the finger at us like we wrong because we see a victim in progress. That's what she's doing. She's mad at us because we peeped the game. We know y'all white folks, man. We know how y'all white people get down. Y'all are very deceitful. Y'all are like snakes sometimes. And y'all thought we was going to sit back and just see this old black man going through it with this white man. We saw the jealousy and the envy of the white man that on that barbecue spot. We saw that. We've been around white people enough to know how y'all get down. Y'all got a history of being jealous of black people. And y'all don't like when black people step in and save our people. That's why you mad. And yes, we will support him. Wherever he's at, black people going to support. He's going to get a lot of support. And guess what? He's going to be blessed. That's why the white boy business out there in California, that's why his business is going down. Because the niggas ain't supporting it no more. See, Africans, if there was an African, let's say the African was Mr. Tenderism. You Africans that see how the white man treating the African tenderism guy, y'all won't say nothing. Y'all would just let it happen. Y'all just be proud and thankful in your homeland. Like, oh, Mr. Ubuntu tenderism, he got a white man. Look at him, y'all. Look at white daddy. Look at Mr. Ubuntu tenderism. That's how y'all gonna treat it. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all ain't gonna check it. We can't allow, black Americans do not allow for white people to play in our face like that. But y'all do. Y'all love them folks. Y'all think them people are guys. Y'all just be happy to live next to them, stand next to them, work with them, and y'all give y'all free labor to these people. But see, when we see our own people giving free labor or giving free game to them white folks, and we see how them white folks are receptive to the free game or the free labor that a black person give to them, we stop that shit. And it's going to be up to the black person to walk away from. We still gave Mr. Tenderism enough time to be like, come on, nigga. Get out that white world. Come on. And we gave him enough time. Now look at him. Black people support him. Black people stand behind him. That's why Africans, we different from you, motherfucker. Ooh, shit. We different from you. We just different. We just different. We watch out for our people. And sometimes we gotta let our people fall sometimes to understand, like, listen, we tried to tell you, but at least we told you.
Dating site. So to you racists in America, your days are numbered. And let me just tell you some other things. We are not our ancestors. We will fight back.
Yeah, guys. So, have you noticed something lately? There is this growing conversation happening, and it's making a lot of people uncomfortable. The Black Americans are showing support for what is for Mr. Tenderism and the Smokehouse Destination movement, and this reaction from some white communities has been loud, it has been emotional, and in some cases it's fearful. But the real question is why? Why does black unity spark this level of concern? Why does collective support suddenly become a problem when it comes from one specific group? So guys, we are here diving into these reactions, the pushback, and the powerful response coming from Black Americans who are no longer shrinking themselves to make others comfortable. So let's talk about what's actually happening. Yeah, I think I made a video some days ago about this man who makes food at smokehouse. And across social places, more Black voices are encouraging each other to support their own economically, socially, and culturally. So where it's backing business, movements, or personalities like Mr. Tenderism, the message is simple. Stand together, build together, grow together. But instead of being seen as empowerment, it's being interpreted by some as exclusion. And that's where the tension begins. Yes, so now here is where things get real. Some white commentators are openly saying that they feel left out, targeted, or even threatened by this unity. And for many Black Americans, that reaction is just confusing because unity is not new. Every community practices it. Every group supports its own in some way, whether it's through business networks, whether it's family systems, or cultural ties. So when Black Americans do the same, why is it suddenly dangerous? Let's be honest, guys. This is not just about one movement. It is about a shift in mindset, a shift from survival to strategy, a shift from isolation to collaboration. And that shift, it is very much powerful. The Black creators, the entrepreneurs, and even everyday people are now speaking up. They are saying that we are allowed to support each other. We are allowed to build something for ourselves. And we are not going to apologize for it. That is confidence. That is clarity. That is unity. It's something that has not always been visible at this scale. And that's exactly why it is catching attention. So here is the deeper layer. Some of the fear we are seeing is not really about exclusion. It is about change. And when dynamics begin to shift, when voices grow louder, when communities become more organized, it challenges what people are used to. And not everyone is comfortable with that. So now let's flip the perspective. For Black Americans, this moment is not about division. It is about correction. It is about reclaiming space. It is about ownership and identity. And it is about saying we see our value and we are going to act on it. And that brings us back to the central issue. Is unity a threat, or is it simply misunderstood? Because supporting your own does not automatically mean rejecting others. It means strengthening your foundation. And a strong foundation should never be feared. So, as the conversation continues, one thing is becoming clear. Black unity is no longer quiet. It is visible. It is intentional. And it is unapologetic. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think that this reaction is justified? Or is this a case of people being uncomfortable with change? Kindly drop your thoughts in the comments, guys. Let's have a real conversation. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that challenges perspectives and brings truth to the surface. Because these conversations, they matter. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of the video. In this video, it's meant for educational purposes and commentary purposes as well. Kindly give the video a thumbs up, like the video, share the video widely for it to get to a wider audience. Be blessed, peace be with you. Until the next one.